So to this session we will look into price action graph analysis. In order to enter a option trade, you need to first have a view of the market. What is your view of the market? Is the market going to go up or going down, or will it remain in a range? So these um, uh, view of the market is critical before you decide for the strategy. So this view is the something that you need to have the first thing before you decide for any type of strategy that you implement in a before you for your option trade. So in order to have this view, you need to analyze the market, and one of the way to do this is analyzing the price action. Price action is what you see here: price going up and price going down. This is called the price action, and that you can see it is represented in the graph, in the candlesticks graph, and you can analyze this price action and have a view of the market. So from my experience and my view is you don't need all these hundreds of indicators to have that view of the market. My suggestion is to look for or use these three indicators that I'm going to show you to understand the market. I think that is enough to get a view of the market, but there are hundreds of indicators available. You can use whichever you want, but these are three basic things that many of the traders use and to get an idea of the market. Three things we will cover in this session. First one is how to identify the support and resistance level in the price action. Second one, we will look at how to plot and how to interpret the different moving averages. And the third one, we will also look at Bollinger Bands. So these are the three things that we will look at one by one, and how to plot in the market, how to interpret the market behavior from these, and this is what we will look at one by one. First one, let's look at the support and resistance level. Now what we have in the screen is it's Tesla here, and maybe let's say Apple also looks good. So Apple, I have let's look from 1 minute chart. So this is a 1 minute chart. So now April 22nd, you see the price action here, but what you also see is there is some around this place the price is behaving a little differently. So it went up, went down around this area. It again it did not go down so much, then again went up, went down, went up, and then it kind to that peak is reduced and reduced, and afterwards it started going down. So this is what we see here. And what people always do is, before you enter the market, before the start of the market, what many traders do is they plot the support resistance levels. And support resistance level, what are support resistance level? I will show you one of the support resistance level. This area, for example, is a good support level. Support level means this is supporting this one. You see, this is support here. Meaning it bounced back from this region. This is what we call a support, supporting that sort of price levels. Resistance levels are something like this thing. On the top side, it hits a one area and it bounced back. So for example, here it went up, touched the top part and went down, and again touched the top part, went down, touched the top part, went down, touched the top part, went down. This is called the resistance level. Sometimes you see your resistance can become a support. So for example, here we have the resistance here, and this looks like this is becoming a support level. Here it went down, and now at this resistance level it has acted as support here. And let's also look at, you see here, this is another 1 minute. So this resistance level you also see in the other part. So this resistance you see not only here but also in here also you see that resistance. And when this resistance level is, so what you see here, it came and strike the resistance. I mean, it's not exact. I mean, it's around. There's a region there. People, what people used to do is, they, instead of drawing a line, they draw a box. But for some reason, yeah, the broker that I use, their chart facility is not that best. So I haven't seen the option to draw a box here. So usually the people, they draw a box here to see, okay, it ranges from this region to this region. This is the range where they always reach. So this is the resistance level, the resistance range, instead of just one line. But it doesn't matter, just for you to understand the resistance support levels. And when this resistance level is broken, and people say this is the breakout, and usually the expectation is, when you have a breakout, it really breaks out and goes higher and higher and higher. But sometimes this breakout, it breaks out and then comes back to the again to the support level, to the resistance level, and then again goes up. So there's a pull back here before they go up. So for example, this is not really a good breakout, because as you see, it broke out, they came back, and then again went up a little bit and again came back very fast. So this is not really a good breakout. But you see another here, for example, it's a breakdown. I'll show you an example here. Here, so this is a breakdown here. So here, this is like a support level. Here, this line is like a support level. Once this cross here, you see, it went down and went down and went. I have to remove this. Okay, so it went down and went. This is a very good breakout. So meaning, it break out this level and then went up and down and down and down. So this is called a very good breakout. On the right side, what you see is not a good one. You see, it broke out and went back down. It's a pullback, you can consider as a pullback, but again, it did not really went up. So this is what so what we saw here is, this is the 1 minute chart. In order to, so the first thing what we need to learn is how to draw support and resistance level. The best way to do support and resistance level is to take a higher timeline. It depends on your trading. So if you're doing a daily trading or a weekly trading, take hourly or daily charts. So I'm taking here a daily hourly chart to see a better stronger resistance. So what you see here, if you look at now, these lines are coming from the 1 minute chart. Okay, now if you look at a higher time scale, that is, it's almost nothing. So I am going to remove them all, and now we are going to draw a support resistance level for a higher time scale. So this is hourly candles, and yearly, here we are going to draw a support level here. So how do you draw the support? Basically, when you draw, it has to touch as many candles as possible. So here, for example, here I touch this part, here I touch this part, here I touch this part, here I touch this. Is an around an idea. We get an idea. Okay, this is a area where the price will come up, go down, and so on. So if your broker has an option to draw a box, do that, then you get an idea of what is the potential range for this, or for this support level. But it's not necessary to have that box, but because you still get an idea of this support level. But this is for how you draw the support. You draw the support level here, and now you also draw a resistance level. You see here, I try to draw a line that touches maximum number of candles. That is how I draw support resistance levels. So this is one support and resistance level. We draw lines where we see a lot of candles are coming back and going up. So this is another support and resistance level. This is a it's a support level. You see here, for example, yeah, here we draw a support, and it crossed this level and it really shoot up. It's a very big candle here. that is breakouts, very strong breakout. It went up and up and up. You see, from price went up from 170 to 178 in one in this is each one of them is an hourly candle. 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 hours. No, 1 2 3 4 4 hours. It went like, yeah, 8 points up. This is a very good, very strong support level. Sorry, resistance level. Also, you see here when it crossed this level, it went down. So yeah, so depending on your type of your scale or your scale of option trading. So if you're trading options on a daily basis or weekly basis, you take this graph accordingly and do the support resistance level. That means, what do we understand from this support? This is for understanding that when you reach the support, there is a chance that either it can pull back or it can break. So it is an area where we do not know what will happen. And if there is a high probability, if there is touching it multiple times and going back, there is a high possibility that it can go back. So this is what it means, and you can take option strategies accordingly with the assumption that, okay, it will not break out, instead it will bounce back. So if you are interested to know when will a breakout happen, what are the candle patterns that will help to see that, okay, this we are going to have a breakout very soon. There is I will have a different codes on candlestick patterns, so please wait for that. And there I will teach you what are the candlestick patterns to look for, to see whether there is a possibility for a breakout. It's all about probability. We can only say there is a let's say 80% probability that there will be a breakout. This is what you can say. You can never say with 100% certainty that, okay, we are definitely going to have a breakout. So it's all about a probability game here. But there are, from the previous patterns, historical data, we see that when we see such patterns, there is a high possibility that there is a breakout that is going to happen. But then we'll cover it in a different topic. So as you see here, we have plotted support levels and resistance levels. And this is something what you need to do based on the type of option trading you do. Some people do daily 0 day options. Some people do weekly options, or based on that you need to have your strategy. What I want to also show you is, what we draw now is support and resistance levels on hourly charts. Now this is a 30-minute chart. Maybe I will put into hourly or day hourly. Yeah. So the last box that we see, this is the today's price action. Yeah. What people also do is draw support level and resistance level from the previous day high and previous day low. So if you're doing a 0 day options, meaning options that expire on the same day, what they will do is they will look at the highest point from the previous day. So previous day, so the box here, so this box and this one, this line and this line indicates previous day. Yeah. Here you see I am going to plot the highest level in the previous day. Yeah. And I'm going to plot also, or draw a line, horizontal line, on the lowest point from the previous day. This is the lowest point. And I am also going to draw the closing of the yesterday's closing. So these points, these levels are very crucial for price action. So if you want to see how today it will behave, you need to look at these ranges. So this is very important. So when the price reaches these levels, you can see sometimes moving back, sometimes breaking out, depending on the situation. But these levels are very important levels. So previous day high, previous day low, previous day closing, these levels. Yeah, so this is, I think, all you need to know about the price action. sorry, the support resistance levels, so that you can analyze the graph for your option trading. So this is how you draw support resistance levels, to identify regions of interest, regions of where the prices can move very in a completely different way than it has been doing from the previous candles. Okay, so that's all for the first part. Now what we are going to, now we are going to remove everything what we did here. What we did until now is support and resistance level. Next part is how do we draw the different moving averages. Moving averages, basically, as the name indicates, it looks at the moving averages. So average pricing. So here you see the prices range. So if you look at this candle, the bottom of the green candle is the opening. Here, this the bottom of this green area is opening, and the top is the closing. So you see the opening and the closing prices, and you can see from this week the highest and the lowest values here. Based on this, you will see the different types of moving averages available here. So in the case of trading workstation, there are, you see here, hundreds of indicators are available. But what I'm going to do here is two things. One is simple moving average. First, let's say exponential moving average, EMA. Look at exponential moving average. We need one, and let's also have a simple moving average. So if you want to know how do these are calculated, if you are more math oriented, you want to really understand how this is calculated, just look in internet. You will find how SMA is calculated, how these values are calculated, or how the EMA is calculated. But in this course, we are focusing mainly on how to apply these things. So I'm not going into the detail of each one of them. So first, exponential moving average. So here, for each of these, there is a something called period. This is what we change all the time. Exponential moving average for the period 9. That means it will take 9 previous candles. So this is the exponential moving average you see here. Okay, this also shows EMA is not shown here. So exponential moving average for period 9. That means it will take, so let's say for here it will take the previous 9 candlesticks and do the calculation and find the value here. That is the exponential moving average for 9. And the difference between exponential and simple moving average is, in exponential moving average gives higher weightage for the values close to the current one. So what we plotted here is EMA for 9 period. I will also plot another one for exponential moving average. One more exponential moving average. So we'll be having 3 EMAs. EMA 20. So 20 period. Sorry, here we need to change here. So this is EMA 9, correct? Here EMA 20. Here we need to change 20. So you see, input price, it's a closing price, it's taking closing price. So its period is 20. Here this is also 20. Here we need for 50. 50. So we are going to plot 3 moving averages here. Exponential moving average for period 9. That means it takes the previous 9 candlesticks and calculate. EMA 20, exponential moving average for period 20, exponential moving average for period 50. There are many theories available, like people look at crossover of this exponential moving average and find it as an indication. There are so many different strategies people use in the futures trading. So this is not options, this is futures. That means they look at the price here, looking at the price, and buy sell according to the price action. But now we are talking about the options. I mean, they are both connected, but still it's a little different. Especially when you are looking at the option selling. Here what you see here, price action, green color, this is the EMA 9. That what does it shows? It shows what is the, okay, let me move it to, so now we are here, Apple pricing, Apple prices of 1 minute chart. So this is a 1 minute chart. Imagine that you are doing 0-day option trading. Yeah, here you see the blue one shows the is it blue, yeah, blue one EMA shows the most recent price action. So you see from the from just looking at this, what do you see? Is the price going up or going down? Going down, right? So in the blue one it's going down. If you look at EMA 20, if you look at, so EMA 20 calculates the last 20 prices. So if you look at the most recent ones, what is the market doing? Market going up or market going down? EMA 20 is also saying its market is going down. Now look at EMA 50. What does the market says? So until the middle it was going up, and now it's going down little bit, but it has not yet crossed this EMA, and it is still it's below EMA 20, not yet reached EMA 50. So this also, this shows, this gives us a different messages here, or different view of the market. You see that the shortest EMA 9, so it is always, it's now very close to EMA 9, it's always below EMA 9 or maximum EMA 20. It has not yet reached EMA 50. This all indicates a downward movement, a bearish market. um, People also plot SMA, simple moving average, but they don't do it for I mean, simple moving average people take mainly bigger periods. 200 is something very commonly used to really know the overall for a long period, what is the overall market trend. So the red one, for example, I need to mark it correctly, SMA, this is SMA 200 period. You see 200 period, um 200 period, they look at the last 200 candlesticks. So here this is 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart, it looks at the previous 200 candlesticks. What do you see here? In the last 200 candlesticks, from the last, from, so 1050 onwards, this has a downward momentum. So not before that, after around 250, after around 1050 on 4th on 22nd of April, the you see the momentum is down. So all these different types of moving averages give us an indication about where the market is going. So now if you can clearly say market is going up or market is going down, market is clearly down now. And will it change in the next 5 minutes? No, chances are very less, unless there is a very strong resistance here, and that is one way, one possibility, when it will push up very strong up above the EMA SMA 200. Otherwise there is probably possibility is that the market will go down. This is what might happen based on this analysis. Yeah. Now I'm moving this thing to, instead of 1 minute, I'm going into 5 minutes chart. So it's a 5 minute chart now. Now from a 5 minute chart we have a completely little different view. The red one is completely above this. That means market today, the whole you also see the block here that shows it's today. In the today the complete market was down, was below SMA 200. That really shows a bearish market today, for today. But if you look at the very short time scale, then EMA 9, for example, for until around, let's say, 10 o'clock, it was up. So those who do short-term trading, buy sell very fast, for them this is an upward momentum. And now afterwards, like 10:50 onwards, this is a downward momentum. People will be in the put area, or in the selling area, because that is where they will make money. So the market is going down. So yeah, so until now you have seen the different moving averages and how we use moving averages to identify or determine the trend in the market. Okay, so until now we looked at the support and resistance level. We also looked at the moving averages. Now the third thing, now I'm going to remove all these lines here. Remove all 10 lines. Why it's not getting removed? Let me change them. Remove all trend lines. Oh, sorry, this is not a trend line. That is why it is not getting removed. So in order to remove these things, we need to remove the indicators. So we removed all the indicators. Now it's clean. The third one that I wanted to show you is Bollinger Bands. So here it is again. If you look at, if you are using Trader Workstation, you need to go under Studies, and if you look for Bollinger Bands. And here I'm going to take a period of 20, standard deviation of 2. Base average is EMA 20 with standard deviation 2. Just remember this. Okay, so this is how Bollinger Bands look like. Again, we have Apple, 1 minute chart of Apple. I plotted Bollinger Bands. In the middle is what here you can see, in the middle is the EMA 20. So we saw EMA 20 in the previous session when we described about the moving averages. So in the middle is the EMA 20. The other two lines, their standard deviation from this middle level, and it gives an idea of how much the market can fluctuate during this time. You see, the market is always within around this area of what we see in the Bollinger Bands. And yeah, so this gives us an idea of, okay, what, up to what area can the price move. So this gives an indication about what is the maximum level the price can move. This again probability, yeah. So this, it gives us a probability that there is a high chance the price can move up to this high level, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes there is a huge momentum, lot of buyers there, it can price can break this up. If it breaks one time, then again the standard deviation will be changing for the next plots. And just before 2 minutes ago, we discussed about support levels, and we also discussed the price can really bounce back. So this is, I just wanted to show you a nice example. So you see here, this is a very good support level. You see, support level. Now you see, with price went down and down and down, it reached the support, it shooted up. Look. So this is why marking support levels are very critical, because then that is, these are the regions of, I mean, I would say a lot of ambiguity can come in, and depending on your type of trading you do, you need to take action. So for example, those who do futures trading, what they will do is, they will, okay, if the price goes up, I will buy. If the price goes down, I will sell it around this region. So they make predictions according, they make trading decisions accordingly, when they reach the support and resistance level. Just wanted to show you from a live example. So the market is currently live. All that you see is the current market is moving. You see the price is changing on the live screen, and I'm plotting is on the live, so you can see how the prices move. Okay, so now what we saw here is the Bollinger Bands, and you also see actually price went up this middle level and it went down. So there's always a pullback here. Price doesn't goes up strong for a long time. There's always a pullback here, and and pullback comes to some certain levels. And this is something that I will cover in a different video. This is something called mean reversion. So for example, a nice example here would be, let me draw this. It's a good example for mean reversion. So if you draw from here from to here, so this is not really a mean reversion. So sometimes when you price goes up very fast, what they will do is it price comes down to the mean around the middle level and then pull back, and that actually shows it has a very strong momentum upward. So it doesn't goes up one go. It always goes up, come down, and then it goes up like that. So here this is not really a mean reversion, but I'll cover this topic in a different session. Okay, good. So here we learned about the Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands, we saw the middle moving average and the two bands it has. It gives the indication of to what level the price can fluctuate based on the previous price action. Okay, so until now we learned about three things. One is about the marking support and resistance level. Second, plotting the different indicators like Bollinger Bands, like moving averages, to see how the price, to get an idea of where the market is moving. Why do we do this? So I will cover this in detail in another session, but just to give an idea about why we do this for option selling or option buying. So for example, there is a strategy called iron condor. In iron condor, for that to understand, maybe 15-minute chart, maybe a better one. So in iron condor, what we see is, okay, we make strategy uh, for a situation where we say market will not go beyond this level, because our prediction says the price will not go beyond this level and price will not go beyond this level uh, until end of today. This is our prediction or our assessment of the market, and we say if the price in the iron condor, we will say the price will remain between these two levels. And how did we come to this range? We will draw support resistance levels. We draw Bollinger Bands. From we also draw moving averages. From all these we get an idea, we get an impression of the market, that market will not, the price will not be moving out of this range, and we can make money if the prediction is right. In iron condor strategy. So that is a is a option selling strategy. Iron condor, I will come in and cover this in a different session. But just to give you an idea why we are talking about the different analysis for option trading. So these type of analysis, just the three analysis that I just show you, give you an idea of what type of strategy you can take here. Okay guys, so that's all for this session. I hope you learned something about the different type of graph analysis. If there is anything not clear, please write in the comments. I will create a separate video just for you and post it here in this channel.